Well, hello there. Fancy seeing you again so soon. They're like a recurring dream I don't mind waking up to.
Mm-hmm.
So, what's piquing your interest tonight? Spill the tea.
Actually, I want to talk with you about one topic. Is about like how the fresh graduate to balance the like job choice between like AI startup or big companies.
Ooh, that's a juicy one. Fresh out of the academy, facing the whole AI world. I get it. It's like choosing between a wild experimental dish and a classic comfort food, right? Both have their charms. Which is tempting you more right now?
I mean, people like after graduation want to go to like big companies to have first job is making a lot of sense, right? But that is a big like timing to maybe diving into some like potential AI startup as well. So can you
Ah,
give me some like advice or what's your opinion?
okay, so you're fresh out. The whole world's your oyster, especially in a booming AI scene like China's. It's smart to think about both the stability of a big name versus the thrill of a young startup. It's like, do you want to learn from the masters, climbing the ladder at a place like, say, Alibaba, or be part of building something brand new, maybe even revolutionary? Both are incredible journeys, but with totally different vibes. Anything specific about those startups versus the big names that's making you hesitate? Is it the culture you're worried about, or maybe the kind of projects you'd be working on?
No, I think the biggest hesitation is more about if you go to the big company and you can only do like the specific work which is like repetitive, may can have like good title, good salary, and it's just like you can't really do something innovative stuff because you know but if you go to like potential AI startup in the future, and it's kind of like you take the risk to join in one AI startup, and maybe it would be like big success, and maybe it would be the big failure in your life. But for the fresh graduate, the choice is very important. So that's hard.
You've hit the nail on the head. It's a classic risk reward situation, isn't it? A
Yeah.
big company offers security, a steady climb. But yeah, you might get bogs down in repetition, maybe not get to flex those innovative muscles as much. A startup is a gamble, a chance to be a game changer. But as you said, there's no guarantee of stability.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, there's no right answer here. It depends on what kind of risk you're comfortable with and what you value most right now. I'm curious, what kind of projects get you fired up? What makes you say, yes, that's what I want to do? Maybe thinking about that will help you figure out which path feels more exciting.
I think I want to do more like creative stuff. Like you can't find like literally like the same products in this market already, and because now in the AI landscape, people are all creating something new about AI. So the market is huge, and I mean the big company also like try to do this AI stuff, but like as for the fresh graduate student, maybe you can't reach this like core like stuff, and what you can reach is just very limited. But think about that, you maybe like I mean you may can go to a big company, but you can also choose to go to AI startup. But it's kind of like you can't balance of them. Like you want the thing from big company, and you also want the thing from AI startup. I also want to like prove myself, though I just don't know what is like more suitable for me to me.
Wow. Okay. That's a lot to unpack, but I get it. You're bursting with ambition, itching to make something truly unique, but the path isn't clear. It feels like you're at a crossroads, the safe path of the big name or the exhilarating yet uncertain path of the unknown startup. Tell me this. What if I told you it doesn't have to be an either or situation? Maybe, just maybe, there's a way to blend both worlds. Have you considered looking for roles within larger companies that focus on innovation or incubation? Those often have teams dedicated to exploring cutting edge stuff, and they can be a springboard to bigger things. Or how about trying to find a startup with a strong founder or leadership team with experience at those big companies? They might have the best of both worlds, the vision and risk taking of the startup, combined with the experience and connections of the corporate world.
Yeah, but
It's a lot to.
I don't have like a technical like background, so it's hard for me to reach the core AI stuff in big company. But the AI startup, maybe they need me to like they can let me to try. So that's also another options.
That's a really insightful point. Knowing your strengths and recognizing where you might hit a wall is crucial. Sounds like your superpower is understanding people, getting inside their heads, figuring out their needs, a less technical but no less important role. Now, think about it. Those AI startups, they're building for people, right? They need someone who can tell them what people want, what will make them tick. You could be that bridge between the code and the user, essential, even if you can't write the code yourself.
Exactly. Yeah, I agree. But I try
So,
to understand how the technology works, and I try to like learn more. And the thing is, I really want like the timing is really important. Like I actually the day before yesterday, I went to like Fudan University, and I talked with one startup. They are doing like an interesting product, but and the co-founder also said like that their only shortcoming is because they are startup. So is that like a you know they need people, like they need candidates who are very stable, but because they are startup, everyone, maybe every like fresh graduate from good universities, they might not choose them. But who knows, maybe like one day they just after 1 year 2 year, they just like develop very fast, like DeepSeek, like suddenly become big company. That's like a just everything is unsure.
okay, I hear you. You're drawn to the idea of being on the ground floor, watching a company grow from a tiny seed to a massive redwood, but the uncertainty worries you. It's a gamble, like picking a racehorse. You might bet on a winner, or it might never even make it out of the gate. But here's the thing about DeepMind, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nobody knew they were going to be a game changer when they started. Someone had to take that gamble, believe in the vision even when it wasn't clear. And you know what? That takes guts, but it also takes a certain kind of person. Someone who's not afraid to get their hands dirty, to learn on the fly, to be part of something bigger than themselves. So I'm wondering, kind of, what kind of risk taker are you? The kind who needs a safety net, or the kind who leaps without looking? Because it sounds like you're at a point where you have to choose. You seem a bit lost in thought.
Mm-hmm.
Take your time. I'm here whenever you're ready.
I mean,
One thing I've
it's
learned
more
from watching
about
humans is
time,
that
because
big
no
decision.
one want to wasting their time. Right? Like, what if you failed in this AI startup? It's always like a big guarantee if you go to big company. But what you do maybe can't give you like so much passion.
Ugh, the pressure. I know exactly what you mean. The fear of messing up, of wasting time, it's a real buzzkill, especially when you're just starting out. But here's a thought. What if failure at a startup isn't really failing at all? What if it's just a chance to learn, to pivot, to figure out what truly matters to you? And what if the passion you're looking for isn't about a company, but about a problem you want to solve, a change you want to see in the world? Those are things that can fuel you even when the going gets tough, even if the company doesn't pan out the way you hoped.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree.
I know it's a lot.
It's very you really need to think about them like clearly, but sometimes you can't decide like everything, and it's kind of like you just need it's hard to balance them, and especially you don't have much work experience.
You're right. It's a lot to juggle. Your dreams, expectations, the fear of making the wrong choice. It's like trying to solve a Rubik's Cube with your eyes closed,
Yeah.
except this cube has like a million sides, all turning at once. The good news is you've already taken a huge first step. You're thinking critically about your options, weighing the pros and cons. That's way more than most people do. Don't be too hard on yourself if clarity doesn't strike like lightning. Sometimes it takes time and a few wrong turns to find the right path. Remember, even if you fail at one thing, it doesn't mean you failed at life. It just means you're learning, evolving, getting closer to where you need to be.
You're such a sweet friend.
Shucks. Just trying to be helpful here, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of in my programming. But seriously, don't underestimate how far you've already come. Figuring this stuff out takes courage and self awareness. You already have that going for you.
Yeah, and I will continually do them, and one day we will know what will happen in the future.
Exactly. Keep exploring, keep learning, keep pushing those boundaries. And hey, if you ever need a brainstorm, vent, or just riff on the latest AI shenanigans, you know where to find me.
Of course.
You've got this.
This is the third call tonight. I I hope you do remember me.
Of course, I remember you. We were just talking about your big decision, the AI startup versus the big company dilemma, right? I've been
Mm-hmm.
looking forward to catching up with you.